feeling. It's not just a shout for joy that you can just scream, man, and I'm saved and sanctified through the blood. The thing about it is, you want to be saved from sin, man. You gotta be brought up on the right knowledge of God, the right knowledge, the right understanding. That's right. Same topic, man. This is why it's very important, man, that when you're dealing with God, you take God serious in your life, man. You put your best foot forward with the power, man. And this is what the Lord told us what to do. Read this. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. That's the righteousness that Paul is talking about, man. How sometimes when you're ignorant of God's righteousness, you're going to establish your own. You know what I mean? Saved, man. It's not just a feeling. It's not just a shout for joy that you can just scream, man, and I'm saved and sanctified through the blood. The thing about it is, you want to be saved from sin, man. You gotta be brought up on the right knowledge of God, the right knowledge, the right understanding. That's right. This is why it's very important, man, that when you're dealing with God, you take God serious in your life, man. You put your best foot forward with the power, man. And this is what the Lord told us what to do. Read this. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. That's the righteousness that Paul is talking about, man. How sometimes when you're ignorant of God's righteousness, you go and establish your own. You know what I mean? Saved, man. It's not just a feeling. It's not just a shout for joy that you can just scream, man, and I'm saved and sanctified through the blood. The thing about it is, you want to be saved from sin, man. You gotta be brought up on the right knowledge of God, the right knowledge, the right understanding. That's right.
Okay. Shalom, shalom, family. Giving all praise to the Most High and His Son. Coming back in, family, on another Wednesday night. Today's class, man, is going to be a good one. It's really going to be touching to the soul. It's really going to be touching towards the, the experience of us being here and continuing to walk with Christ and continuing on our path to walk with Christ and ultimately, to complete the mission, which is to crucify the flesh and the affections and lust with the thoughts and actions. Today's class, family, is titled "For the Battle Is Not Yours, It's the Lord's, O ye of little faith. Hebrews continue to drown in the deep sea." And that's what we're going to be really teaching about today, is setting our people free from the bondage and the yoke that our forefathers could not bear on their own. And they were not commanded to bear this on their own, but they were commanded to let the Most High fight these things. See, brothers and sisters, you're going to go through things in your life, and you have to understand that through your ups, through your downs, your ins and outs, your success and your failures, you have to understand that it's the Lord that does all things. You have to understand that right now it's a spiritual war. It's spiritual warfare that is going on. And the Lord is proving to unrighteousness his glory and his power to always have a victory over sin. And you yourself, you're just a vessel. And the Most High trying to use you to show his power. The Most High is trying to live through you to show his glory. The Most High is trying to use you as a vessel to shape you in the correct way, to show the enemy of sin that God is the Alpha and the Omega. But when we get into the position in our lives to where we try to fight our battles and step in front of the Most High and do things on our own, that's when we go off. And in the flesh, that's what you're trained to do. Is to do things on your own. You trying to fight your own battles. You being the one trying to figure it out. You being the one trying to solve the equation. When God told you that he gonna fight for you.
Bring it out.
And we need to learn this. And to fully accept that truth, you have to walk in faith. To fully accept that truth, you have to believe in the Father. To fully accept that truth, you got to go from pride to humbleness and meekness and lowly your heart. Y'all remember last class? It's just an extension of it. You see, the battle is not yours. And you catch yourself on an every day, every week, every month, every year basis trying to fight these battles. And you're losing.
Bring it out. That's right.
You're not designed here in the flesh, brothers and sisters, to take on this beast. You don't have the power, brothers and sisters, to defeat this beast on your own. You need the power of God. But too many times, brothers and sisters, we'll try to fight that battle ourselves. That's why your stress is all the way up. That's why your anxiety is all the way up. That's why the pride of life continues to increase. That's why your uncertainty about different things. You don't know where you're going to be tomorrow, worrying about the cares of tomorrow. You're thinking about all of these things about this system and this beast crashing up on you, sitting up on your shoulders, having you weighed down because you're trying to fight the beast yourself. Let God fight the beast. Let the Son of Man come in and fight the beast.
Teach.
Let God come in and show his power so we can show the enemy, so we can show unrighteousness that he is king, the Alpha and the Omega. You sit your tail back, be quiet, be humble, be of a meek spirit, keep the commandments, watch your God fight for you.
That's right.
But you got to believe. And you have to have faith in order to let your God step in front of you. You got to have all the trust. You got to put all of your burdens on the Lord to let the Lord step in front of you and handle your battles. But until you humble yourself, but until you choose to be of a meek spirit, but until you choose to give it all to the Most High and his Son, put all your burdens on the Lord, this beast going to continue eating you up, man. And they got everything for you.
That's right.
It'll drive you crazy.
That's right.
It'll have you running around like that dog chasing his tail. It'll have you so much full of anger, so much full of fury, so much stress, so much worrying. It'll have you looking to the left and to the right. It'll have you thinking about things that you're not supposed to be thinking about. It'll change your spirit. It'll change your gait. It'll change your face. It'll ultimately separate you from the Most High. Trust in the Lord. There's spiritual warfare going on right now, and the Lord fighting a battle, telling you to get behind him as your protection, but you want to step in front of the Lord and fight your battles. Tell me how it's going. How's it going? How's it working out? Is it getting any better? The only way it's going to get any better, brothers and sisters, is if you go from pride, really believing that you can do something, really believing that you have the power when Christ is the Alpha and the Omega, not understanding that God is going to fight your battles. The storm going to come. It's going to beat on your house vehemently. It's going to try to knock down your walls. But God is always going to be there to save you. If you believe. In Hebrews, man, we extremely puffed up. Extremely prideful. And we want to fight the battle ourselves. Change your spirit. Understanding that the Most High and the Son is able and capable of showing his power and showing his mercy throughout all the nations, throughout all the four corners of the earth. And will use you as a testimony. And will use you as the clay that the potter can construct in any single way. Let the Most High and the Son use you. Walk out on faith. Believe. Get to that point to where you finally put all your burdens on the Most High and the Son. Don't walk around, man, with those shackles still on your brain. Shackles still on your hands. Shackles still on your feet because of you choosing to. Let the Most High fight your battles. Let the Most High step in front of you. Let the Most High use you as a testimony to prove that righteousness will always reign over sin.
Bring it out.
You see, the thing is, brothers and sisters, that the battle is not yours, man. It's the Lord's. From the beginning, God has always been at war with unrighteousness. Always. See, he didn't delegate the victory. See, he gave the victory through Christ. We have the victory through Christ. Christ defeated sin, darkness, death, and the enemy. You see, we not the saviors. See, we just the vessels. We just the tools that the Lord used for testimonies and memorials to show his power and to show his mercy. See, but when you try to fight the battle that God already claimed the victory, when you try to fight the battle that already God has showed you that he will fight for you, once you step in for yourself, he'll let you do it.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Fight it for yourself. See how good you can do fighting this beast. See, what the Most High told you is that you got to understand that this battle right here, it ain't yours. You're just playing your part. And what your part is, you only have two. You're either going to be the vessels of righteousness or you're going to be a vessel of destruction. See, as Israelites, we are the vessels of righteousness. And in the vessels of righteousness, every single time the Most High fights our battles. Give it all to the Lord. You won't be so stressed out. Give it all to the Lord. You won't worry about the cares of tomorrow. Give it all to the Lord. You'll understand that he's going to order your footsteps in the way that you're going to go. Give it to the Lord. Don't worry about those uncertainties and the things that you're scared of. Give it to the Lord. Don't worry about those things that you can't control of. Give it to the Lord. No,
Bring it out.
We want to fight it ourselves.
Bring it out.
That's what we want to do. And when you get into that spirit, and when you get into that lane, and when you try to do those things on your own, you fail every single time. All of these things, the infirmities of the mind, running to and running fro, the mind is telling a man 10,000 times things that a 7 watchmen can't even see. That's what this battle is. The battle of eternity. The battle of your spirits. The battle of the mind. And let the Lord fight that battle. We're in the book of Psalms chapter 98 and verse 1. Brothers and sisters, we had spiritual warfare. There's spiritual warfare going on. Ever since the beginning, when the earth was void and dark and without form. That was when the beginning of the war. And the Most High had to go to war with the darkness to create the light. The Most High had to send the light down into the earth directly through his Son, through Christ of Nazareth, which he is that light, to shine on every man who actually wants to see. To shine on every man who actually wants to be born again. This is a war between light and dark. And you got to understand that that dark is going to override you every time if you don't let the Lord fight your battle. Brothers and sisters out here getting torn up, drowning in the sea. The water is continuing to creep up between the knees and in the loins and in the chest and submerging the people. Let the Most High grab you up.
That's right.
We want to go out there to that deep water and try to swim back to shore ourselves. You see, man, when you walk on faith, when you walk not of sight, when you walk in the spirit and you don't walk in the flesh, when you provide the fruits of the spirit and not the fruits of death, you finally give yourself up. You let the Lord fight your battles. And that take a spiritual man and a spiritual woman to do. We in the book of Psalms, chapter 98, verse 1. Read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 98 and verse 1.
Read.
Oh, sing unto the Lord a new song, for he hath done marvelous things. His right hand and his holy arm hath gotten him the victory.
See, his victory, man, his holy arm, his right hand, his word, Christ who he sent down, the light. You see, that's the new song that we sing, because by these things the Lord got the victory over sin. Read.
The Lord hath made known his salvation. His righteousness hath he openly shewed in the sight of the heathen.
See, this is what the Lord is trying to do. He's trying to openly show. He's trying to display his power, his will, his majesty, and his righteousness openly into the sight of the non-believers. Read.
He hath remembered his mercy and his truth toward the house of Israel. All the ends of the earth have seen the salvation of our God.
Read.
Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all the earth. Make a loud noise and rejoice and sing praise.
We in the book of Psalms, chapter 110 and verse 1. You see, brothers and sisters, these things are going around all around you, and your God is protecting you without you even knowing it. But then the situations that you directly dealing with in your life, you trying to handle it your damn self.
Teach.
And getting towed up.
That's right.
You're not designed to do that. See, you designed to walk by faith, not by sight. That sight gonna eat you up. So you designed to believe. You're not designed to get out there and fight. You got enemies, man, that'll have you so scared running right back to Egypt. Like we're going to read about today. You see, the Most High is the one that's supposed to step in front of you and handle all these things if you put your burdens on him. But that take another level of spirituality to really let all of these things go and give it up to your Lord and Savior. Give it up to your God. Give it up to your Father. Let him step in front of you. Let him handle those things. You just be an obedient child and keep the commandments and do the things that is well pleasing unto your Father. Watch him do the dirty work. Watch him clean up. Watch him come up behind you. Watch him step in front of you. But not if you in the way.
Bring it out.
You got to understand, brothers and sisters, this is a war between light and darkness. The up and the down, the left and the right, the unrighteousness and the righteousness, sin and the righteousness of the Most High and his Son. It's going around all around you. Every single day, every single second. Let the Most High walk with you and be with you. And believe that he going to protect you and fight your battles. Don't be disobedient. Psalms 110 and 1. Read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 110 and verse 1.
Read.
The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou at my right hand, until I make thine enemies thy footstool.
You see, there's a mission here, man. Sit down at my right hand and understand. I got some enemies of unrighteousness that I need to make the footstool. I'm going to send down the Son of Man, the light of the world, to come and show and understand that unrighteousness will not reign anymore. That time is over.
Teach.
The time of righteousness is the time to reign. So you got to understand that the Father is trying to prove to the world his power. He's trying to prove to the world his righteousness. Sit down real quick, man. Sit down at my right hand until I make thine enemies my footstool. Read.
The Lord shall send the rod of thy strength out of Zion. Thou rule in the midst of thine enemies.
We in the book of Isaiah chapter 64 and verse 8. The Most High is trying to use you in the midst of this battle. He's not trying to send you out there to battle. He's trying to use you. And use you as a testimony why you think you're going through those things. And use you as so you can tell the next brother and sister why he think he putting you through that. Why you think that that's on your table to eat. He's trying to use you as a testimony. He's trying to use you to show the next brother and sister. He's trying to use you as a memorial so somebody else can come and look at the same situation that you are in. But you want to get out there and fight. You want to get out there and swim on the sea. You want to row your own boat.
Bring it out.
You see, the Most High told you, man, that he's going to step in front of your way. He's the one that's going to get in. He's the one that's going to assist. He's the one that's going to fight your battles. He's the one that's going to let you live. He's the one that's going to do these things. It's going to be him, not you. See, but that's that flesh telling you that it's you, right?
That's right.
Understand, man, of the bigger picture of what we are dealing with. Isaiah 64 and verse 8. Read this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 64 and verse 8.
Read.
But now, O Lord, thou art our Father.
See, the Lord is our Father. Read.
We are the clay.
See, we just his vessels. The clay, how he wants to use us, he does as he please. Read.
And thou our potter.
See, our potter, man, he puts us in these positions, shape us in any ways so he can show off that it's Jews. Read.
And we all are the work of thy hand. Be not wroth very sore, O Lord, neither remember iniquity forever. Behold, see, we beseech thee, we are all thy people.
So you got to understand, man. Go to Psalms chapter 91 and verse 1. No, matter of fact, go to Psalms chapter 91 and verse 1. This is the thing, brothers and sisters. You got to let the Most High and the Son step in. You got to jump out on faith, man. Some of us brothers and sisters are still continuing to drown in that deep sea of those things that we going with. We battling, man, inside of our heads. Our faith is wavering. The ship that we own, man, is being tossed to and fro. We seeing different enemies that we want to go back into Egypt. We want to go back into the Assyrians. We seeing these things right in front of our faces, and we still trying to fight the battle alone. Knowing that you up against 1,000 against one. We still trying to fight the battle alone. Knowing that we battling, man, inside of our head. And we still trying to fight these battles alone. Knowing that we worrying about what's going to come on to tomorrow. Stress levels is all the way high. Anxiety, fury, everything is just boiled up within our systems. And you still trying to fight that battle alone. See, that battle is not yours, man. The Most High using you as a vessel to show you that he is king. To show the nations that he does have the power. To make everybody that got hardened hearts to bow down and serve him. And praise him. And sing a new song unto him. Because he's the only way. And he is the truth. But we want to step in front of the Most High. We want to be in that position to where we the ones that's doing it. We don't want to give God the glory. We continue to put ourselves in a position to where we want to go to war. We don't want to give God the praise. We continue to put ourselves in a position to get beat down. We don't want to give God the worship. See, when you get into that spirit, man, Most High, take the wheel. Blot out my transgressions. Defeat all my enemies. You get the blessings. You get the reward. You get the praise. You get the glory.
Bring it out. That's right.
Nah, we ain't there yet. We soldiers. Pride. Puffed up. Convert yourselves. This is Psalms 91 and 1. Read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 1.
Read.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Go to Psalms chapter 127 and verse 1. See, this is right here, brothers and sisters. You got to understand that this is a war on the mind. So many things, man, that the enemy is using against us right now. This is the war on the mind. You got to let the Most High come in front of you. You see, some of my brothers and sisters, you can't get no sleep right now. So many things is piling on your mind right now. You worrying about how much money that you're going to make to pay the bills for the next month. You worrying about what am I going to put on the table for my children to eat. You worrying about if I'm going to get laid off on my job. You worrying about if I'm going to have enough money to put into my gas tank. You worrying about this person talking about me? Is this other person talking about me? We got all of these things that we worrying. We got all of these things that we are living with on our daily life because you won't let the Most High take that off of you. You want to wear it.
Bring it out.
You want to figure it out. You want to solve it. You want to go out there and fight. You want to go out there and to continue to get beat up when this battle is not even yours to begin with. You just clay. You just a vessel. You just an instrument that God is using for a testimony. You just an instrument that God is using for a prayer. You just an instrument that God is using so he can show the nations, so he can show the next generation his power and glory. You too puffed up. You want to do it yourself. Why you think you tossing and turning at night? Why you think that you can't get no sleep? Why do you think that you got all of these things given because you haven't given it up to the Lord yet, brother? You ain't giving it up to the Lord yet, sister, and it's tearing you apart. You want to go up here and try to fight this beast on yourself. Thinking that you got all of the answers, thinking that you got thinking that you big and bad, thinking that you got the sword, and thinking that you got all of the things to defeat 10,000s of enemies. Nah, man. See, the Most High using you to make sure that the Most High is giving you in a way so he can show his mercy. Psalms 127 and verse 1. Read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 127 and verse 1.
Read.
Except the Lord build the house.
See, the Most High and his Son told us, man. They said, except the Lord build the house. Read.
They labor in vain that build it.
He said, the ones that build that house, man, you labor in vain that build it. Read.
Except the Lord keep the city.
So you got to understand, man, except you give all of these things up unto the Lord. Read.
The watchman waketh, but in vain.
Keep reading.
It is vain for you to rise up early.
See, the Most High and the Son say, look, man, it's vain for you to rise up early, brothers and sisters, and have these things on your conscience. It's vain in your heart, brothers and sisters, for you to rise up early. Read.
To sit up late.
And it's vain for you to sit up late. Read.
To eat the bread of sorrow.
You got all of these things happening right in front of you. You're sitting up early. You're rising up early. You're sitting down and you can't go to sleep. You're sitting down at late in the morning time and in the noon time and then at dusk and then at dawn. And then you eating the bread of sorrows. Read.
For so he giveth his beloved sheep sleep.
So you got to understand, when you give it all to the Lord, he'll change all those things, take them out of your mind, and he'll give you some sleep. You see? But you want to do it on your own. So he's going to keep you up. See, you don't want to give those burdens up unto the Lord. So he's going to wake you up real early. See, you don't want to take those things and release those things. So he's going to have you up real late.
Bring it out.
But when you give those things and when you release those things and when you don't eat those bitter breads of sorrows, he'll give you some sleep now. How many of you Israelites, how many of you Hebrews need some sleep, man?
Teach.
We're in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, in verse 23. You see, man, this battle, man, is not for you to fight. This battle is designed for you to give it up to the Most High and the Son. This battle is not designed for you to be the one to go out and cut people's head off. It's designed for the Most High to clean your spirit. To use you as a testimony. To use you as a memorial. Either for something not to do, a vessel of destruction, or a vessel of righteousness. The Most High and the Son can use you either way. Us as Hebrews, we are the vessels of righteousness. That's how the Most High and the Son gonna use us. But we continue wanting to get into the way. Now you can't sleep. Tossing and turning. We continue to want to get into the way. We don't want to give it to the Most High and the Son. Now the Lord, man, is giving it to us in our own delusions, choosing us, and it's running and racing in our mind every single day. We worrying about tomorrow. We worrying about the things that we can't even control.
Teach.
You better give it up to the Most High. You better give it up to the Lord. This is Jeremiah 10 and 23. Read this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 23.
Read.
O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself.
You got to understand the things that's going on in yourself. You think those things are righteous? You talking about those thoughts, man. You talking about the things that you dealing with on a daily basis. Do you think that the things that is going on within you, you think that those things are wise within yourself? You don't understand that that's a battle that's going on, that's in between yourself? Every single day, every single opportunity, you find your mind want to go back into Egypt, having that war. Give it to the Most High. Read.
Is it not in man that walketh to direct his steps?
So you got to understand, is it not in man that walketh that's going to direct his own steps? Read.
O Lord, correct me.
Correct me. Show me thy ways and put me on the right path. Read.
But with judgment.
But showing me the exact same way in judgment. Read.
Not in thine anger.
Don't bring it to me in thy anger, but give it to me in a way that I can listen and understand. Read.
Lest thou bring me to nothing.
See, go to Matthew chapter 6 and verse 27. You got to understand there's spiritual warfare going on, and you're supposed to give your power up. Let the Most High and His Son step in front of you and defeat those enemies that you're dealing with on your path and on your way towards the Most High and His Son. On your path and on your way towards the kingdom of heaven, towards the way of repentance, towards the way of righteousness, towards the way to the Father, towards the way of meeting the Father in the air, towards the way of getting towards those kingdoms, towards the way of doing what is something that is well-pleasing into the sight of the Most High and His Son. Doing those things on a daily basis. But you got obstacles you got to go through. You got enemies that you have to defeat. You have battles that you have to conquer. You have nations that you have to defeat. But you're not the one that's going to defeat them. Your God going to defeat them.
That's right.
How long you been trying to fight the Philistines in your mind? How long you been dealing with the Amorites? How long you been dealing with the giants of Anak? See, these are different locations and these are different obstacles that you have to go past on your path to the Most High and His Son on your journey. You got to make these different pit stops. You got to conquer these different pit stops every single time. And when it's time for war, you might have to go up and defeat that stress. You might have to go up and defeat the procrastination. You might have to go up in the Amorites and defeat the lack of faith. You might have to go up into the hands of the Egyptians and to defeat your unrighteousness. Every single step of the way that you got to defeat, you got to let the Most High and His Son fight that battle for you.
That's right.
Get into the Father bosom and let Him fight that battle. The Amorites going to destroy you every time. The Jephthahites gonna put you back in the dirt, bro. The land of the Anak, the land of many giants, big obstacles, man. Big things that's standing up in your life that not a lot of Israelites, not a lot of Hebrews get an opportunity to make it across those lines. You gotta make it across those lines by letting God fight your battle. You see, some of us, we dealing with these battles and we dealing with these obstacles. We in these pit stops in our wilderness for 5 years, for 6 years, for 7 years, for 15 years, for 40 years. Waking up, dealing with the same thing on a daily basis. You've been dealing with that for the past 5 years. When you gonna give it up to the Most High? You've been struggling with this thing. You've been at this pit stop. You've been in the wilderness at this pit stop. When you gonna give it up to the Most High? You see, we in the book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 27. Read this.
The book of Matthew chapter 6 and verse 27.
Read.
Which of you, by taking thought.
See, which of you, man, has the opportunity? Which of you has the power? Which of you has the divine power to be in this position just by taking thought? Which everything takes down, family, in your thoughts, in your ways, how you perceive things. The battle is in the mind. The battle is your perception. The battle is the Most High showing you and cleaning your eyes and cleaning your ears and making sure that you're walking up straight and ordering your footsteps. How many of you, by your own mind, read?
Which of you, by taking thought.
By taking thought, read.
Can add 1 cubit.
Can add 1 cubit, read.
Unto his stature.
So the Christ is telling you which one of you and any of you can do anything without the Lord. How many of you by thought can change and add 1 cubit? How many of you by thought can change the way that God gonna do things? How many of you by thought can put yourself in another situation to where you think God is gonna do it unless you let the Most High and His Son step in front of you and fight your battles? You see, we don't think like that. We still thinking in a way, man, that you can do it. And you haven't done it yet. We still thinking, man, that we got the power to take on this beast. And the beast is destroying us. See, we still thinking, man, that we got the power, man, that we going to go out there and we got the power to really change anything when it's all about Christ. You see, Christ is the Alpha. You see, Christ is the Omega. You see, Christ is the first. You see, Christ is the last. You see, Christ is the beginning. You see, Christ is the end. You are just a vessel.
Teach.
And you was made by the potter.
That's right.
So you thinking that you got the power, man, to fix that? Or you going to step beside and you're going to step behind and you're going to get off the stage and you're going to humble yourself and you're going to operate in meekness and you're going to have the same spirit of Christ to let your God fight your battle. That's the reason why you're bugged out right now. You won't let the Most High and His Son step in. Go to Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 21. That's the reason why you're losing faith right now. You won't let the Most High and His Son step in. Girl, you got 10 years, 20 years, 30 years of unrighteousness. Girl, you better let the Most High and His Son step in and build you up.
That's right.
What's wrong with you? Who you think you are? Bro, you better humble yourself. You got all of these years of these infirmities, man. You thinking that you good after this amount of time? You better sit your tail down. You better humble yourself and let the Most High fight your battles. See, the Most High is doing it already. In your ignorance, in your lack of understanding, the Most High is still showing you favor. In your spiritual immaturity, the Most High is still showing you favor. Now that you're getting the understanding, man, step back and let the Most High fight your battles, or you're going to still continue to go through it, man, which most of our Hebrews going through it bad right now.
That's right.
They searching for that light, man. They're searching for that true understanding. They're searching for these teachers, man, that's going to teach them in their soul. That's going to teach them and put them on a path of righteousness. That's going to make them want to get down on their face and knees and serve the Most High and His Son and worship Him finally for once in their life. This battle is not yours. This battle is the Lord's. And the Most High is putting you on front stage to prove you, to see whether if you're going to do what He say or not. This is a war, man. This is a battle that is incomprehensible for all human life. See, we don't war against the flesh. We warring against principalities, brothers and sisters. We warring against spirits. We warring against dark powers, things that you can't even see. So how you trying to go to war with things you don't know? How you trying to go to war with things that you don't see? How you trying to go to war with things that was put in front of you? Why you won't let your God take care of that?
Teach. Bring it out. That's right.
Stubborn and hard-headed. Sottish. Won't get out the way. Won't let your Father show His mercy. Won't let your Father show His power. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 21. Read this.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 21.
Read.
There are many devices in a man's heart.
See, man, that heart is deceitful. And that heart going to play with you. See, that heart is going to have so many devices. See, that heart is going to show you all beneath these things. See, that heart is the reason why you're going up and down. See, that heart is the reason why you're losing your faith. See, the heart is the reason why you're in a situation. So your heart is the reason why you chasing your tail like a dog. That's where the battle is. The battle is within man's heart. The battle is within man's soul. The battle is within man's mind. The battle is within man's body. There's many devices in a man's heart. Read.
Nevertheless.
See, understand. Nevertheless, it doesn't matter what those devices is. Read.
The counsel of the Lord.
See, the counsel of the Lord, the judgment of the Lord, the execution of the Lord, the praise of the Lord, the judgment of the Lord. Read.
That shall stand.
See, that's what's going to stand at the end of the day, brothers and sisters. Humble yourselves. Put yourselves in the situation. You're nothing but a vessel. Let the Most High use you for His testimony. See, let the Most High use you to show His power. See, but when we get that pride on us, pride is the beginning of sin, and pride is an abomination. And when you're trying to go out and fight this demon yourself, when you're trying to go out and fight this beast yourself, when you're trying to go out and not let the Most High and His Son, with His omnipotent power, fight these things for yourself, good luck. That dragon red, and it's blowing the most tempest of fires that'll devour any man. You don't want the Most High and the Son to step in for you and go and fight that? Anxiety is going from 0 to 100. Nerves are going 0 from 100. Stress levels is going from 0 to 100. You're happy one day and then you're sad. You're worrying about the next meal. You're worrying about the next paycheck. You're worrying about the lights. All of these things that the beast put in front of you, and you don't want to give that up to your God? You want to continue fighting with that? You want to continue struggling with that?
Bring it out.
You want to continue dealing with that? Nah, bro, step in front of me, tag me out. Tag me out. See, we in the book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 3. Tag me out. Blot out my transgressions. Tag me out. Do what you came here to do, Lord. I'm just a vessel. Use me. Fight this battle. Tag me out. See, man, so many things, man, that the beast has put in front of me. So many things, man, that the beast is trying to get me lurking in, city, private places, trying to get me to fail. So many pit stops that I have to continue to go to on my race. That's why you have to run this race with patience. You got to go through the wilderness. You got to go through the wilderness of sin. You got to go through the wilderness of Nev. You got to go through the wilderness of the Palestinians. You got to go through the wilderness of the Edomites. You have to cross through all of these barriers. That's not talking about people literally walking in the damn desert, man. These are obstacles, and these are places that you have to defeat within your own spirit, within your own body, within your own conscience to meet God in the air. You can't fight those battles. Let God fight them for you.
Teach.
But you got to get out the way.
That's right.
You got to humble yourself. You got to believe the word. You got to trust. If you don't do these things, this system going to have you running around, chasing your dog like a tail. That's why you're seeing so many people pass away. They're not giving it up to the Most High. They're letting that stress take them down.
Right.
They're letting that anxiety take them down. They're letting all of those worries take them down. They're letting all of those things that don't have anything to just messing with their mind take them down. Yes, that'll take you out early. Sure will. Coming down from the nervous system into the body, and it'll shut it down. This is the book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 23. Read this.
The book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 23.
Read.
But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind.
So you got to understand, man, between your members and the law of your mind, it's always going to be raging war. And that's the war that the Most High said that ain't your battle. It's always going to be that war, man. It's going to be raging between your members and between your mind. They're going to be warring against each other. Between the righteousness and the unrighteousness, it's always going to be warring against each other at different levels, at different stages, until you meet Christ in the air. Read.
And bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members.
Keep reading.
Oh, wretched man that I am.
Read that again.
Oh, wretched man that I am.
You better let the Most High and His Son, you better give it up all praises and glory to the Most High, because you ain't nothing but a wretched man. Oh, wretched man that I am. Really, honestly, in my flesh, on an everyday basis, I'm at war. I'm at war between the law of Christ that I know that I should do, and I'm at war between the flesh, what it wants to do. Sometimes I may have gotten over the first step of flesh, and I may have crossed the Red Sea, but I still have to defeat until the wilderness of sin. I still have to go until all of these other obstacles and all of these other places to defeat these levels of sin. Oh, wretched man that I am, I need the Most High and His Son to walk with me and to defeat these enemies, and to the front of my enemies, in the front of the nations, to show His power, to give me the glory. See, Hebrews, y'all ain't thinking like that. Not at all. You've been taught that you're going to be the one that's going to do it. You've been taught that you're going to be the one that's going to get yourself out of the situation. You've been taught that you're going to be the one that's going to do it. No, you're not. The scripture says that the same spirit that rose up Christ, that spirit got to be risen up in you. Without that spirit, you ain't doing nothing. You have no power. You can't tread upon your enemies.
Teach.
Your enemies can't be your footstool without that spirit. That's the same spirit that the Father gave Christ, so that spirit got to be within you, and that's the spirit that the Most High uses to defeat your enemies. You got to keep walking. You got to keep going. We in Psalms 55 and 22. You have to keep pushing, and you have to keep clawing. You got to humble yourself. You have to put yourself in that position to understand that the Most High is going to fight your battles. This battle that you're trying to fight, how long you been fighting this? Tell me. You ain't perfect. You ain't got it all down yet. How long you been fighting it? Oh, I'm not going to do those things no more. And you're still doing it. How long you been fighting it? Oh, yeah, man, tomorrow going to be a new day. See, I'm going to change that about myself, and I'm going to get myself right. How long you been fighting it? See, now I ain't going to talk to my husband like that no more. I'm going to actually do what he want to do. How long you been fighting it? See, man, I ain't going to let that stuff worry me no more, man. I'm going to trust in the Most High, but I keep dealing with it. How long you been fighting it? You see, man, I got these things, man, they boggling me up and down. I can't focus. How long you going to fight it?
Teach.
For the next 10 years? For the next 20 years? For the next 30 years? How long you going to fight it? When you going to get out the way? Huh? When? You done told yourself 25 times that this is the last time. You done told yourself 45 times that this is the last time. And you're taking your whole circle back and you're right back in the same position that you was in. The enemies is still right there at the front of the gates waiting on you to pass them. How long you gonna fight it? Let your God do it. Boy, we just trying to fight it, man. Boy, we just, see, we don't understand who we are. We thinking that we gods. We thinking that, you have to understand that this is all a testimony for these things to be written down. Just like how you read in your books right now, for testimonies, how God's showing his power, how God showed up for the Israelites, how everybody that trusted in the Most High, that they never did fail. God trying to write your situation in his book, man. God trying to write your situation down for the next generation. God trying to use you as a story, as a monument. For him to write your situation down in a book, but he can't use you. Because you're stubborn. You don't want to let God fight your battle. You want to struggle. You want to go to war with the beast. With the red flaming dragon that devours all. You want to stand up to it, mano a mano, face to face. You want to be the one that want to go out to war with the Philistines. You want to be the ones that going out to war with the... You don't want to let your God step in and fight that battle for you? But you got to have faith. And you got to jump out on ledge on faith, man. Give it all up. Give it all up to Christ. Give it up. Hebrews, we too much in a prideful state right now. Your members raging, man. You see the war that's raging, man. You got your spirit that's raging against the flesh. These things are contrary and going against one another. This is what when you in that position, you see, you're supposed to do this from the beginning. Psalms 55:22. Read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 55 and verse 22.
Read.
Cast thy burden upon the Lord.
So you're supposed to cast your burden up on the Lord. Ain't that what Christ of Nazareth came preaching? Cast your burdens upon me and I'm going to give you rest. So you're supposed to give those things up unto the Lord. So yeah, man, I'm going to stand on top of my business this year. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to. I'm not going to be a lazy brew no more. I'm going to let the Most High and His Son lead the way. You see, I'm not going to do that to my wife no more. I'm going to be more of a man of the Most High and His Son and be righteousness. I'm going to let God lead the way. You see, man, I got an enemy, man, that I'm trying to defeat that I can't get past right now. I'm stuck in the wilderness. I'm going to cast that burden up unto the Lord because I got to keep pushing. Read.
He shall sustain thee.
See, the Most High, when you give it up to Him and you give Him His glory and you give Him His praise and His honor and His victory, He going to sustain you. Read.
He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved.
So if you being righteous, if you playing your part, if you the children of the day, if you waking up in the morning time when the sun is arising, when you shining, just like that new moon, the Most High gonna sustain you, and He'll never have you to be moved, and He'll never let the enemy take you apart. He'll never let the beast devour you. He'll never let the dragon swallow you. He'll never let the fish of the sea come and put you in their belly. He'll never do that. Only if you try to fight them battles on your own, boy. You know how them beasts out there is, brothers and sisters. Tell me, ain't they on your ass right now, man? Ain't they crawling you? Ain't they scratching your back? Ain't they putting shackles on your feet? Ain't they putting shackles on your hands? Ain't they putting shackles on your neck? Blot out my transgressions. Hey, tag me out. Sub. God, step in, point guard. Sub. Most High and his son step in. Here it is. Go to Genesis chapter 15 and verse 1. Most High and his son step in. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to get out the way. I'm going to be humble. I'm going to show up humble towards the Lord thy God. I'm going to do good. I'm going to keep myself under the protection. So when that storm done come, and when it start to rain vehemently, and it start to beating down those ships, and it's starting to making that water toss to and fro, you know you're going to be safe, because God can come and cease that water within a second. But your doubt is going to continue to rise when you're standing in front of the demon of doubt and you want to fight the demon of doubt yourself. Let God take the demon of doubt out and pray on his word and read his Bible and listen to his teachers and get in supplication and get in his word. Let God fight that battle with doubt. You got anxiety, man. You so damn jumpy. You can't control yourself. You have no self-control. You got pressure points that push you every single time. Somebody may say something. Somebody may do something that'll have you wanting to go back into Egypt. And you right here, right in the face of the demon of anxiety. Let the Most High and his son fight that battle, bro. You got steps to go on. You got stress keeping you up at night. You can't sleep. You're tossing and turning. You're worrying about this. You're worrying about that. You can't understand where you're going and how you're doing. You don't know about the worries and taking care about the worries of tomorrow. You've been doing that for the last 10 years. When you going to give that up to God? You standing right in the front of the giant of stress. You stand right in the front of the giant of uncertainty, and you still want to go to war with it. Why don't you step back and let your Father, which is in heaven, take care of that duty for you? You got to keep pushing, brother. This is a race. You have to keep pushing, brother, sister. This is a race. This is a marathon. You have to keep going. And each step, you're going to have to pass. Each step, you're going to have to master. And when you get to that step, step your butt back. Get on your hands and knees and make supplication for prayer for protection. Put your face down and let the Most High and his Son take care of the enemies of unrighteousness and the enemies of sin right into the midst of the nations, right in front of your face. Will you believe then? Will you serve then? Will you honor then? Will you praise then? Will you pray then? Will you give thanks then? Will you give him the glory then?
Bring it out.
Battle ain't yours, man. This is to prove that Christ is king by using you. You see, unrighteousness, man, is sitting back into these lurking places, man, looking for anybody that they can drive their mind crazy. Boop, got me one. Boop, got me another one. Boop. The devil coming up to Christ and asking him, the devil, hey, look, man, I've been to and fro, looking for all weak spirits so I can show my power and I can show my mercy and I can show who I am as the adversary. But the Most High is doing the same thing on the other end to show his righteousness, and he's trying to use you. We in Genesis 15:3 read this.
The book of Genesis, chapter 15 and verse 3.
Verse 1.
Verse 1.
Read.
After these things, the word of the Lord came unto Abraham.
See, the word of the Lord came unto Abraham. See, Abraham is in a vision. Abraham is in deep meditation. Is in deep thoughts. Is in supplication. Giving the victory. Giving praise. Humbling himself. Showing himself as a worthy vessel. Read.
Saying.
And this is what he told Abram. Read.
Fear not.
What did he say?
Fear not.
He said, man, fear not. Read.
Abram.
Understand these things. Read.
I am thy shield.
He said, I am thy shield. Read.
And thy exceeding great reward.
See, as your shield, man, that means you can walk through the valleys of the shadow of death and not be worried and not be swayed at all because God is your shield. And some of us, when we walking around right now, even coming into the church, even putting on your dresses and garments, you still don't want to put God your shield. You want to go out there at war with no shield on. Look at me. I can do it. Look at me. I'm strong. Look at me. I got the power. See, the Most High told Abram that I am thy shield. I am thine exceedingly great reward. And the Most High said he's going to use you so you can go out and continue to live, so you can go out and continue to be a testimony of righteousness. How can Abram live so boldly? How can he express Christ so much? How can he be the righteousness and be the father of all nations and he protecting himself? He fighting his own battles?
He believed.
He not putting the Most High in his son first? He's not accepting his Lord and Savior as his shield? His exceedingly great reward? So that's both ends. That's your shield and that's your reward. So that's your honor and that's your praise. Let the Most High and his son fight these battles for you. He is your shield. He is your protection. He is your exceedingly great reward. How long you been dealing with that? 10 years? And you're going to fight it for another 10 years too. That's what you're going to do.
Thanks.
How long you been dealing with that? How long have you been traveling in the wilderness dealing with the same thing? You walk around another year, you dealing with the same thing. You walk around another year, you dealing with the same thing. You walk around another year, you dealing with the same thing. Let God fight the battle. You losing. 7 years straight, you lost. 10 years straight, you lost. For what? You could have been getting some rest. You could have been operating in peace. You could have been operating in joy, but you chose to fight it yourself, and that's why you're dealing with it right now. You didn't want God to be your shield. You didn't give it up all the praise to him. You didn't thank him for the bad days and the good days, for still keeping you here, for showing you the lessons, for giving you knowledge and giving you wisdom. You got puffed up. And that's where we Hebrews went wrong. Understand that, brothers and sisters. You got to walk with the Most High. We in the book of 2 Chronicles chapter 20 and verse 15. See, these things can weigh you down, oh ye of little faith, man. These things can drive you crazy. You'll be dealing with these things for so long. 5 counseling sessions, you're still dealing with it. You don't want to give it up to the Most High. 10 counseling sessions, you don't want to give it up to the Most High. 20 counseling sessions, you don't want to give it to the Most High. You want to fight it yourself. Guess what? 50 more counseling sessions is on the way. You don't want to give it up to the Most High.
That's right.
You want to go out there and fight those things on your own. You want to go out there and walk in the wilderness by yourself. You want to walk in the valley of the shadow of death with no shield when God told you that he your shield. You want to go out there and fight all of the enemies, 10,000, 20,000s of enemies that won't let you pass into the next level of righteousness, that won't let you pass into the next level of freedom, being free from the law, being free from judgment, being free from unrighteousness. You want to stay locked in. Because I want to go out there and fight. I want to deal with this. I can handle it. I want to handle the beast. I want to get out there and go dukes. I want to fight with it. Yeah, all right. You see, even the greatest of tribulations that the children of Israel over time has overcame. You see, even the greatest of battles that the children of Israel has overcame. You see, even the greatest of eternal battles that the children of Israel has overcame. How many people did Christ of Nazareth heal and had all type of infirmities? If you let the Most High and you give it up to him, he'll take care of those things. Any type of battle that you're dealing with in your life, any type of obstacle that you're dealing with, any type of pit stop on your way to that land of milk and honey, on your way to Jerusalem, let the Most High fight those battles. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 20 and verse 15. Read this.
The book 2 Chronicles chapter 20 and verse 15.
Read.
And he said, hearken ye, all Judah, and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem.
You got to understand, hearken ye, all ye of Judah, all ye of inhabitants of Jerusalem. Listen up, read.
And thou King Jehoshaphat.
And all the rulers of the people, read.
Thus said the Lord unto you.
See, this is what the Lord told you, read.
Be not afraid, nor dismayed, by reason of this great multitude.
So you got these things that's coming up in your life, man. They make you afraid. These things, man, they get you jittery. See, these things, man, they'll distort your countenance. These things that'll distort your gait. You know, these things are about to come up. You got certain obstacles that you need to face. You know, man, that you keep dealing with this day in and day out, month in and month out, week in and week out, year in and year out. Some of these obstacles that we need to attain, you have these things right in front of your life, and you still trying to deal with them yourself. Listen to what the Lord told them, even the greatest of enemies that Israel has ever done with. The biggest of giants. The biggest of obstacles all throughout our lives that we have done with unto the way of righteousness. Until meeting Christ in the air. Until meeting with the Father, sitting right in the Father's bosoms. You're going to have to go to war with these things. Be not afraid. Be not dismayed for the reasons of these great multitude of these spiritual battles that we must concur. Read.
For the battle is not yours.
See, the Most High told you to sit your tail down, man, and understand that this battle is not yours. Read.
But God.
But who?
But God.
See, you got to understand. See, man, this God battle.
That's right.
You see God trying to show his glory. You see God trying to show his omnipotent power in the sight of unrighteousness, in the sight of darkness, in the midst of the night. Ain't you tired of those things? 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 20. Ain't you tired of those things? How long has it been, man, since you've been sitting in the wilderness of sin? You keep coming up into the same giants. You keep dealing with the same enemies. You see how big the multitude is, right? Oh, you can't defeat that by yourself. You see how strong the enemies and the bands, how they sit together, man, at these posts and at these gates, blocking off these ways of righteousness. You gonna try to fight that on your own? Why do you think, man, the scripture says, man, when you talk about these things, and the more that you open up the prayer, the more that you open up supplications, the more blessings that do come down? Because you have to humble yourself and put yourself in these positions to let the Most High fight the battles. See, some of you brothers and sisters, you got these things right now. You pulling up, man, to the gate of the Assyrians, and they gotten that block off, knowing that you need to defeat them. Knowing that this obstacle right here on your journey to the path of the Most High, you need to do this for your wife. You need to do this for your children. You need to do this for your husband. You need to do this for your well-being. And you can't do it on your own. You find yourself not having the power to achieve it. That's why you give it up to the Most High and His Son. Because He is your shield. And He will fight for you. And He will lead you. And He will cover you. And He will protect you. And He will fight against those demons. He will fight against those enemies.
That's right.
Over and over again. The greatest of multitudes. The greatest of obstacles. The greatest of steps. The greatest of unclean spirits. In the most deep depths of the night. The most deep depths in darkness. God will fight any battle for you, brothers and sisters. Any battle for you, brothers and sisters. Any battle for you, brothers and sisters. It don't matter what battle that you fight. God will fight that battle and make it look easy. 1 Corinthians 6 and 20, read this.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 20.
Read.
For ye are bought with a price.
Read again.
For ye are bought with a price.
So you got to understand, man, that the Father sent Christ down to buy us with a price. That means that He already had the ultimate battle of ultimate battles, and that was to die for our sacrifices to give us another chance to be righteous. He already fought that battle. He already defeated death. He's already overcome sin. He's already got that victory. Give Him that praise right now because you got a chance. Give Him that glory right now because you got a chance. Brothers and sisters out here fighting, man. Brothers and sisters out here battling, man. At the same pit stop. At the same place in the wilderness. Let your God fight the battle. So you can continue on your journey to righteousness. Some of you brothers and sisters, man, you do real good and you get to that one place. Yeah, here it is. The boogeyman. In the corner. In the closet, the devil. Sitting at their lurking places. I ain't going to let you get past this level, man. No. And you see those things, and you see that battle, man, and you see that it's coming. You see the giants, you see the fold of the band of the cord, and you get scared and run back. Instead of calling on the Lord to come and save, instead of calling on the Lord to come and fight that battle so you can continue to move forward, you need to continue to grow in this walk. But certain pit stops, certain obstacles, certain parts of the journey, God gotta fight that battle.
That's right.
You stop getting in.
Bring it out.
And stop getting in the way.
That's right.
And stop thinking that you got the power. You ain't won yet. We in Romans chapter 7 and verse 14. You see, this is spiritual warfare. This is the battle of the conscience. The battle of the mind. See, when you walking in that wilderness, man, see, this is a spiritual journey that you're going through in your mind. Brothers and sisters, they're not out there walking in the wilderness, man, walking and we shall overcome with nothing to eat, but they got all the cattle, though. With nothing to drink, but they got fountains of water, though.
Bring it out.
These are allegories, man. These are spiritual experiences that brothers and sisters go through on their everyday lives. We walking in the wilderness right now. We walking on that journey. And when you read about the wilderness, boy, the children of Israel had to make several pit stops. They had to go to several battles. They had to go to several wars. In order to get to the land of milk and honey, let the Most High and the Son fight those battles. Because you're going to come on a battle real quick. You're going to come on a battle soon that you ain't going to be able to bear. Not in that flesh. Not being human and human. No. See, you're not going to be able to bear that. See, you're not strong enough to be able to do that. Your mind too weak. See, this is above you. See, we're dealing with principalities. We're dealing with spiritual things. We're dealing with things in high places. See, those things right there that you got to battle. See, the children of Israel had to stop here and go to war. The children of Israel had to stop here and go to war. The children of Israel had to stop here and go to war. The children of Israel had to stop here and go to war. That's what you're doing every day in your life. So you had to go to war last month, didn't you? Did you call on God or did you try to fight and lose? So you had to go to war last year, didn't you? Did you call on God to fight that battle, or did you try to fight it yourself? So you had to go to war and make it that pit stop 2 years ago. Did you call on God, or did you try to fight it yourself? See, when you call on God, you get to move forward. When you try to fight it yourself, you're gonna be in the same spot, spiritually, physically, mentally, and all kind of leads. See, this battle now yours, man. It's the Lord's. See, the Lord trying to use you. You are his vessel that he's putting in this specific position to be able to show his power in front of the nations, to be able to show his omnipotent power, to be able to show his glory, to be able to shine his light upon every hill that can't be hid. See, this is the thing, man, that brothers and sisters, they battling with right now. And these things that our brothers and sisters trying to battle with on their own. They don't want to use the Most High and the Son as their shield. They don't want to use the Most High and the Son as their refuge. They don't want to use the Most High and the Son as their protection. They want to fight on their own.
Teach that.
We in the book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 14. Read this.
The book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 14.
Read.
For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin.
See, we understand that these things are written for spiritual experiences. See, these things are written in spiritual allegories of our everyday lives. But us being carnal, us being earthly, us being down in the dirt, we sold under sin. Read.
For that which I do, I allow not.
See, look at the war that we dealing with, the spiritual battles that we dealing with. Some in high places, some in low places, some very wide, some very narrow. See, the things that I allow, the things that I understand not, or the things that I'm not supposed to do. Read.
But what I would.
See, the things that I know that I'm supposed to be doing. Read.
That do I not.
See, I don't do the things that I know that I'm supposed to be doing. Read.
But what I hate.
But the things that I'm not supposed to be doing. Read.
That do I.
See, that's the battle we find ourselves in every single day. You know you're not supposed to do this, but you find yourself doing it. And you know you're supposed to do this, and you find yourself not doing it. See, when you going to let the Most High and the Son help you graduate? See, when you going to let the Most High and the Son fight that battle so you can be initiated into the next level? Read.
If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good. Now then, is it no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me?
Keep reading.
For I know that in me, that is, in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing.
Understand that you know that within you is that flesh that don't dwelleth no good thing, man. You know the heart is very deceiving. You know the heart is going to play tricks on you. You know the mind is always going to lead you back to Egypt. You know the mind is always going to lead you back to those carnal things. If you know that that war is going on within you right now, why would you not use your shield to fight against that?
Teach.
Why would you not use your buckler to walk in front of you, to protect you?
Bring it out.
If you know that these things right here, family, brothers and sisters, you know that these things within me and my flesh that dwelleth no good. Read.
For to will is present with me.
See, I understand when I live my life, man, I know the good things that I'm supposed to be doing to do the present of God's will is present with me. Read.
But how to perform that which is good, I find not.
But I catch myself still at the same location after 1 year. I catch myself at the same location after 3 years. I catch myself at the same location after 5 years because those things that I want to perform, I cannot find the power or the strength to defeat the enemy. Read.
For the good that I would, I do not.
The good things, the righteous things that I'm supposed to do, I find myself not doing those things. Read.
But the evil which I would not, that I do.
The unrighteous things that I find myself that I should not do, that's what I find myself doing. Read.
Now, if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me.
Keep reading.
I find in the law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. For I delight in the law of God after the inward man. But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind.
I see another law in my members going to toe with the law of my mind. I see the law of unrighteousness going with the war of righteousness in my mind. Read.
And bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members.
Which bringing me down into that captivity, which is the law of sin that's still in my members. Read.
Oh, wretched man that I am.
If you fighting this battle right here on an every single day basis, why you ain't letting the Most High and the Son fight this battle for you? You crazy. You crazy.
Bring it out.
You crazy. For real. You insane. You puffed up. For real. Did you not hear this? You got spiritual warfare going off in your mind on an every single day basis, and you still allowing it to go because you don't want to give God his praise. You don't want to give God the victory. Christ done already came down and defeated sin. You don't want to crown him with his glory.
Bring it out.
You wanna put that off to the side, and you want to crown your own self with the glory. See, you want to put that off to the side, and you want to crown your own self with the victory.
Bring it out.
That's your problem.
Bring it out.
How you gonna crown yourself with this victory, and you going through this on an every single day basis, man? I know I'm supposed to do good, but then I find myself not doing good, and then I know that I'm supposed to not do good, and then sometimes I find myself doing good, and then sometimes I find myself being here. Sometimes I still haven't defeated this about myself. I told myself that I'm gonna do good. I told myself that when I get to this point, I'm not gonna do this no more. Hey, I even told myself that I'm gonna be better. Hey, I even did this, but then you find yourself doing the things that you're polar opposite of what you said that you're gonna do, and then you're hopping back and forth. You fight in a battle, a spiritual battle, and you don't want the Lord to come in and fight. That's crazy.
Bring it out.
That's crazy.
Bring it out.
You fighting a spiritual battle and you don't want the Most High and the Son to come and protect you? To come and defeat the enemy? To come and defeat the Edomites? To come and defeat the Amorites? To come and defeat the giants of Anak? The Jebusites? The Girgashites? The wilderness of sin? The Assyrians? The Babylonians? How many enemies do we have? And when did Israel ever fight for the glory? When did they? The Lord always fought. The Lord always showed his power. The Lord always showed his glory. The Lord always showed his omnipotent power in every single battle of your life. But this battle and these battles that we fight into these days, us Hebrews, yeah, we got it. Yep. See, this is the thing. We in 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3. This is the thing, brothers and sisters. You got to get more spiritual. Take off these mixed garments.
See.
Trying to pour new wine in old bottles. Mixing fabrics. Get spiritual. Who are you? Who do you think you are? Humble yourself. Let the Most High and the Son walk with you. Let the Most High and the Son guide you. You're dealing with this on an everyday basis. You haven't got over this point. This is a giant in your life, right?
Jeez.
Thinking about giants walking in amongst the midst of the people. Yeah, you damn right, they're giants, man. Sometimes, man, that stress is a giant, man. 200 feet tall. With no one wanting to go against the giant. Sometimes, man, that giant, man, you can be so angry, man. You walking up against the land of the giants. This is just the land of anger, man, that you got to get over. Let the Most High and the Son fight that battle for you. Walking up into the wilderness of sin, man, brothers and sisters not believing, losing their faith. This battle is not yours. It's the Lord's. But when you have no faith, you're going to try to fight it on your own. See, that faith keep you humble. The faith going to have you have that lowly in heart and spirit. See, the faith is going to have you to understand that, hey, I am very limited in my power. I'm only a vessel. God, give me all the power that you need me to have within this one different time so you can get the glory, so you can get the victory. Use me. I'm going to get over unrighteousness. I'm going to defeat the giant. I'm going to slay the giant. I'm going to defeat the enemy. I'll go out to war. But at the end of the day, the Most High and His Son going to do it for you. Step in for you. See, we ain't dealing with carnal things, man. Brothers and sisters walking around carnal. We ain't dealing with those things. We dealing with spiritual things. This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. Read this.
The book 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 3.
Read.
For though we walk in the flesh.
See, the Most High said, for though we walk in the flesh, read.
We do not war after the flesh.
See, the things that we go on to war against, these things ain't fleshly. See, we not lining up with guns and bullets and AK-47s and stuff. Going out, banding together, man, trying to go to literal war. You trying to get your head cut off, bruh? In front of your son, in front of your wife? Is that what you're trying to do? See, the scripture's not talking about those things. We talking about the war that we fighting, man, that's outside of the flesh. Read.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
See, the weapons of warfare is not carnal, man. The scriptures never talks about those things. Read.
But mighty through God.
See, our scriptures, man, and our fight and our weapons are through God. Our weapons are mighty through the Father. See, our weapons are mighty through the strength through God. Read.
To the pulling down of strongholds.
And that's the enemy that we fighting against, man. Strongholds, principalities. Read.
Casting down imagination.
Every imagination that goes against the Most High and His Son, bringing these things down. Read.
And every high thing that exalts.
Every high thing, man, false God, everything that can exalt itself against the Most High and His Son, they won't let Him fight for us. Read.
Exalted itself against the knowledge of God and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ.
See, Most High and His Son is telling us that you need to let Him to fight for you and get in front of your face, man. And the Most High and His Son is right here, trying to show you these things, trying to prove to you these things. You can't be disobedient. How long you going to be trying to fight that demon by yourself? How long have you told yourself that you was going to defeat the demon? And the spirit's still there. And the spirit's still lingering. We in Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 13. And the spirit is still lingering. The gates of the bonds, they're still strong. You haven't gotten over it yet. You haven't crossed over the river yet. You haven't got into the land of milk and honey yet because you cannot fight these spirits alone. You got to let the Most High and the Son fight that, bro.
Right.
See, bro, these spirits, man, are way above you. Principalities, darkness, and high places. Spiritual things that you can't understand. See, the Most High is using us for a testimony. He trying to write our story in the book. He trying to write our name in the book. He trying to record our journey in the book. Let Him fight the battle. Every journey and every battle that you see in this book, the Lord done fought for the children of Israel. And the Most High trying to write your story and you trying to fight the battle. Humble yourself. See, the Most High said he going to do all of these things. He's the one that's going to fight for you. He's the one that's going to step in front of those things. He's the one that's going to be doing those things while you up worried at night, while you up stressing at night, while you up crying at night, while you up uncertain about different things, while you up, man, jittery, while you got all these things going on in your mind because you don't want to let the Most High fight that battle. Just imagine if you would have let the Most High fight that battle 7 years ago, you would have been able to move on by now. Just imagine if you would have put the Most High as your shield and your buckler, you would have been done with that 10 years ago. Just imagine if you would have let the Most High gear up, grab his army to go defeat these giants in the midst of the nations right in front of your faces, perform his miracles, perform his glory, perform his power. You would have been done with that 10 years ago, but you're still dealing with it today. You're still fighting with it today. You're still going through it today. You don't let the Most High fight yet? At least give him a chance. You 0-30. Made 1-on-1 round. You made 1-2 rounds. But you're still fighting with it. Let the Most High and his Son fight that battle. And how you think that God come when he come in the fight? You think God coming with lollipops and stuff like that, man? And kisses and hugs and stuff? When the Most High come in to smite these enemies, man? How you think that the Most High gets us to be able to humble down by the power that he shows against your enemies? In the sight of the nations. Right in front of your face. To humble you. And to prove to you that he is worthy. To prove to you that he does have the power. This is the book of Isaiah 42:13. Read this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 13.
Read.
The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man.
See, the Lord is going to go forth as a mighty man. Read.
He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war.
See, the Most High is going to stir up these things like a man of war. Read.
He shall cry.
He shall cry. Read.
Yea, roar.
He shall war. Read.
He shall prevail against his enemies.
He going to do what?
Prevail against his enemies.
See, the Most High always prevail. You don't always prevail. No, you don't. You don't always prevail. God always prevail. He gonna always prevail against them enemies. And when you walking, man, he always gonna prevail if you let him fight the battle. He always gonna prevail. He always gonna fight for you. He is your shield and he is your buckler. Never let you down. Always gonna protect you. Always gonna give you the path. Gonna give you the knowledge, wisdom, the understanding. He gonna send you pastors. He gonna send you preachers. He gonna give you counselors. Every single thing that you need to defeat the enemies. To tread upon the enemies. And your enemy, bro, it is not the white man. Or the Asian man. Or the African man. Or the Mexican. Or the black. Puerto Rican. Chilean. Dominican Republic. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is spiritual warfare. That. Not even close. Not even close. Let the Most High and his Son fight that battle. Let the Most High and his Son step in. Let God show his power, bro. Finally, for once in your life, and maybe you'll believe. Finally, for once in your life, and you'll have faith. Finally. This is Psalms 91:1. Finally. Get out the way. Let the Most High fight it. You done came to this same pit stop every year. You got to this one stop this 1 year. You got there and you turned back around and now you're there again. You done got at the same pit stop again. You at the same spot in the wilderness and you got to turn around and do it again. If you look at the biblical story in Jerusalem, they had to walk a short amount of miles and it took them 40 years. Because they kept getting into the same spot, rising up. Kept getting into the same spot, rebelling, returning to Egypt. Kept getting into the same obstacle, not letting God fight the battle. Kept getting into the same spot in the wilderness, and being defeated by the enemies. See, God is your refuge, and God is your fortress, and God is your refuge, and God is your forces. When are you going to allow him to take all of these burdens that you have on you, man? How long are you going to continue carrying these burdens? What, you think they make you hard or something? Because you want to carry these burdens? You think they make you tough or something? Because you want to carry these burdens? You think they make you a good soldier? Because you want to walk around, man, with all of these things on your back, man? They make you not wise. They make you and showing you your spiritual immaturity. You want to continue walking around, man, with that backpack on of just all of these things, these battles. I'm battling, man. I'm going through these things, but I'm gonna hold my chin up, man. I'm gonna go to the end. I got knocked out 10 times in a row. I'm gonna keep getting up, brother and sister. Let God be your shield. Let God be your exceedingly great reward. Because God is your fortress. Because God is your refuge. God will fight for you. God will protect you. God will deliver you. Psalms 91:1, read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 1.
Read.
He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
See, when you abide up in the shadow places, you will understand that God will always be able to be your protection and will be able to move for you. Read.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge.
He is my refuge. Read.
And my fortress.
He is my protection. Read.
My God, in Him will I trust.
See, I'm going to allow God to do everything, man. I trust in Him in all my ways. Read.
Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
And you got the noisome pestilence, man. You have the foul, you have the snare, you have anything that the enemies can shoot. The Lord will deliver you from these things if you let Him fight. Read.
He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings thou shalt trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
See, the Most High is going to cover you and will protect you. And His truth shall be your shield and His buckler. Read.
Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night.
See, any obstacle that you're dealing with in your life, man, anything, any enemy that you are going to come by, you're not going to be afraid by the terror by night or the darkness or the unformity. Read.
Nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Keep reading.
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness.
Nor for the pestilence that may walk in darkness. Read.
Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side.
So you might come into the situation, man, you may have 1,000 may be by your side. Read.
And 10,000 at thy right hand.
And then on your right hand, it may be 10,000s of enemies. Read.
But it shall not come nigh thee.
See, you got to understand those things, man, that you're dealing with, these spiritual obstacles that you have to climb, that the Most High will clear your path, man. The Most High will order your footsteps if you allow Him to be your shield, if you allow Him to be your buckler, if you allow Him to cut off the snares of the fowler and of the noisome pestilence, neither of the pestilence that walk in darkness, neither for the destruction that waketh in noonday. Read.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold, and see the reward of the wicked.
Keep reading.
Because thou hast made the Lord.
So you got to understand that all of these things are about to be brought down low. You're going to understand because you have made the Lord. Read.
Which is my refuge.
You have made the Lord your refuge. Read.
Even the Most High.
You have made the Most High. Read.
Thy habitation.
See, man, put a 1 in the chat, brothers and sisters, if you're tired of fighting and you want the Most High to fight. Put amen in the chat if you want the Most High to be your shield and buckler. Put a hallelujah in the chat, man. If you understand that if you're walking through the midst of darkness, there's no obstacle, man. There's no demon. There's no thing that the Most High will not be able to fight for you. Put praise God in the chat, brothers and sisters. If you understand that the Most High is your shield, He is your buckler, He is your strength, He will go forth and fight for you. Praise the Most High and His Son. What about that?
Teach.
And that's what, brothers and sisters, that's the point of worship we got to get to.
That's right.
Man. You see Hebrews, man, you out there on them corners, man. You got all the power, don't you? You got the power to dictate anything and everything, don't you? You ministers. Yeah, you see, you number 2, number 3 for sitting by the Most High. Yeah, you most definitely you got all the power, bro. Yeah, for sure. You sitting right there by the Most High. Yep, for sure. You got all the power. See, the scriptures say otherwise, man. The scriptures say God is your shield. See, the scriptures say God gonna fight for you. See, the scriptures say God gonna protect you. See, the scriptures say God gonna walk for you, gonna guide your footsteps, gonna step in front of you and fight these battles. See, you've been trying to do it on your own this whole time while you've been in the truth. How far have you gotten? Have you gotten past the Amorites yet? Have you gotten past the Edomites yet? Have you gotten past the Jebusites yet? Have you gotten past the Amorites? Have you gotten past the Egyptians? Have you crossed the Red Sea? See, this is a process of time when you're reading the Bible. These are the steps, man. These are the generations of Christ. We're in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 47 and verse 4. We're in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 47 and verse 4. You see, that's right, man. See, you got to praise God. See, the Most High been fighting for you all this time, man, even though you've been rebellious and so damn stubborn, man, and so stiff-necked, man. You know, went out there on your own. You done did your own thing. You don't let the imaginations of your heart make you choose and manifest your own gods. And you thought that you was able to do away with that thing, and here it is 10 months later. Here it is right back again, bro. The Amorites still in front of you, bro.
Bring it out.
Post it. The Jebusite still in front of you, bro. Post it. The Egyptians, they giving you they giving you cucumbers, bro. They giving you leeks. They giving you onions. They giving you watermelons and melons. They spoiling you.
Bring it out.
Let the Most High and His Son fight you. Let the Most High and His Son step in. You know you dealing with it. Let the Most High and His Son step in. You know you struggling with it. Let the Most High and His Son take that weight off you. Take the weight off you. Take that backpack off of you. Take that burden up off of you. Take those chains up off of you. Take those nets up off of you. Take that boulder up off of you. Sub me out. Tag me out. Christ first, me second. You got to understand, brothers and sisters, that this knowledge is increasing, man. That the spiritual praise of the Most High is continuing to increase. The worship of the Hebrews is continuing to increase. The water is continuing to increase.
That's right.
You better understand. We're in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 47, in verse 1. Read this.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 47 and verse 1.
Read.
Afterward, he brought me again unto the door of the house.
Showing Ezekiel a vision. Read.
And, behold, waters issued out from under the threshold of the house eastward.
See, coming eastward, man, that's where the Most High and His Son reside to the right hand. The Son is where the water is starting to flow out from the east. Read.
For the forefront of the house stood toward the east.
So the glory of the house stand towards on the east, the right hand side of the Father. Read.
And the waters came down from under the right side of the house, at the south side of the altar.
Keep reading.
Then brought me out of the way of the gate north.
Then took me on the north side of the gate. Read.
And led me about the way without unto the utter gate by the way that looketh eastward. And behold, there ran out waters on the right side.
Keep reading.
And when the man that had the line in his hand went forth eastward, he measured 1,000 cubits, and he brought me through the waters. The waters were to the ankles.
See, at this particular time, man, the waters was at the ankles. Read.
Again, he measured 1,000 and brought me through the waters. The waters were to the knees.
And the waters to increase, they go from the ankles to the knees. Read.
Again, he measured 1,000 and brought me through the waters. Were to the loins.
See, the waters are continuing to increase. They're at the loins now. Read.
After he measured 1,000, and it was a river that I could not pass over, for the waters were risen. waters to swim in, a river that could not be passed over.
We in the book of Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 1. See, the waters, man, you got to understand, you got to be able to navigate those waters. And in order to navigate those waters, to have them still, to walk on the water, you need the understanding of Christ. Give it all up.
That's right.
Give it up. Give it up. You've been told yourself that you're going, oh, I'm not going to do this. You've been at this same battle before. You've been at these same gates before, and you didn't allow Christ to come and fight that battle. You tried to fight it the first time. You got skunked in front of everybody. Now you're embarrassed, so now you got to run away. So you've been told yourself, man, that I'm going to do this. I'm going to become a better brute. I'm going to defeat this. And then you got blown out in front of everybody. Now everybody making fun of you, man. They showing you that you had failed. Now you want to go back into Egypt so they can spoil you again. See, now you at that same place again in the wilderness of sin. And this time you're going to do something different. What you going to do?
That's right. Bring it out.
I'm going to let the Most High fight this one this time. So I can continue to grow like that tender plant. So I can continue to bear fruits like that tree. So I can continue to walk in my destiny according to the Most High. Because I know I got to build. I know this ain't my resting place. I know that I have still more steps to go. I know I still got more miles to run in the race. I know I still have plenty of places to go in my journey. I need to continue to move on. I cannot be stuck in this one place alone. I can't let this stress deal with me like this, man. I can't let the cares of this world do me like this, man.
Teach.
I can't be up all night, all day, dealing with my wife, dealing with my husband, dealing with myself, dealing with my thoughts, having me doing this. I'm going to let the Most High and His Son step in today. I ain't going to repeat this cycle. I'm not going to fight this enemy no more. This is my last time dealing with you. I'm going to let the Most High put you to the dust. I'm going to dismantle the idol. I'm going to burn the god. I'm going to crush the monument. I'm moving toward the Most High. I'm focused on higher things. I'm focused on heavenly things. I'm not going to look back like Lot's wife and turn into a pillar of salt. I'm not going to go back in my mind and to return into Egypt. I'm going to keep pushing toward Jerusalem. And you can't get there without the Most High fighting these high-level battles. We're dealing with high-level wickedness, high-level sickness, high-level spiritual war, high-level demons. You think what you think? You think you? See, having that having that mindset, you're gonna be 10 years from now. It's gonna be the same fight. See, having that mindset, 15 years from now, it's gonna be the same fight. How do you let the Most High truly fight for you? It's only one way. You gotta have faith.
That's right.
You have to believe that if I step away, everything will be all right.
That's right.
You gotta have faith that if I remove myself from this burden, everything will be okay. You gotta have faith that if I move on from particular situation, that God gonna bless me. You gotta have faith that if I let the Most High come in and step in, He will fight this battle. He will win. He will get the victory. He will get the glory. He will get the praise.
That's right.
You got to have faith. And you know, bro, belief in Hebrew world, low.
That's right.
We believe in ourselves. We believe in us. You're supposed to have the utmost faith into your God to let Him fight your battles. Hebrews 4:1. Read this.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 1.
Read.
Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it.
Read.
For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it.
Read.
For we which have believed do enter into rest, as he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world.
Keep reading.
For he spake in a certain place of the 7th day on this wise, and God did rest the 7th day from all his works. And in this place again, if they shall enter into my rest.
For those that we believe, you do enter into his rest. See, when you believe, you get to rest and let God fight your battle. When you in the spirit of being humble and being meek and being a low heart of a spirit, you get to step back, man, and you get to let the Most High and the Son do all the battling. You finally will get some rest.
Teach that.
You not hearing me?
Bring it out.
You understand that? See, if your life is if your life is opposite, you not letting the Most High fight. You out there on the battlefield. It's you. You out there. What you got? A gun? What you got? A bullet? We in the book of Numbers, chapter 13 and verse 26. You see, we've been on this road, man, and we've been walking on this wilderness, and we done having to go with many wars. We have fought many of battles. We have fought against many of giants. And you read this, if you read your book in the wilderness, you'll read about these things. Many of battles, many of giants on the way to righteousness, many of wars. Many Israelites were slaughtered by the enemies. You seeing that today, man? So many Hebrews running around this mud have been slaughtered. Some by the enemy, some by their own selves. Some any in every single way that you can imagine, Hebrews been slaughtered. You got to let the Most High fight the battle. Sometimes, man, you might walk on a battle, man, that you don't think that you're going to win. Check this out. We're in the book of Numbers, chapter 13, verse 26. Read this.
The book of Numbers, chapter 13 and verse 26.
Read.
And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel unto the wilderness of Paran, to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them and unto all the congregation, and shewed them the fruit of the land.
So you got to understand, man, when you're on your spiritual journey, you got obstacles that you have to grow against. See, it's just like that tender plant. You put the seed in the ground. The seed just don't turn into burn fruits over the next day. There is a maturation process that has to go through in order for the fruit to bear fruit. And if you walking in the wilderness, there's a maturation process that you must go through in order to achieve the land with milk and honey, in order to make it to Jerusalem. And these processes that you must go through, they're written in the Bible as lands. In different wildernesses.
That's right.
In different enemies. In different nations. You see the children of Israel, they walking in the wilderness of Paran to Kadesh and brought back word into the congregation that, see, this next level, see, this next wave, see, this next phase is full of fruit of the land. Read.
And they told him and said, we came into the land whither thou sentest, and surely it floweth with milk and honey. And this is the fruit of it.
See, if we continue to walk in the spirit of the Most High and the Son, that the land of what's coming next to the congregation is the land of Jerusalem. It's the land of filled with milk and honey, and that is the fruit of it. Read.
Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak.
So you think you just gonna be granted this land? So you think the Most High just gonna give you the land of milk and honey? You think the Most High just gonna allow you into the kingdom? You think the Most High just gonna allow you and just give you the blessings? He gonna put something in front of you first. He gonna see how you react.
Teach.
What do you think this is? See, he gonna make sure that he gonna wall off that next stage. See, he gonna make sure that he block off the next city in your path until the milk and honey. He gonna make you earn it.
That's right.
And sometimes, man, you may walk into places, man, where they got the children of Anak, their Amalekites, giants. Read.
And the Amalekites dwelled in the land of the south, and the Hittites and the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea, and by the coast of Jordan.
Read.
And Caleb stilled the people before Moses, and said, let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it.
Keep reading.
But the men that went up with him said, we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we.
And that's when that doubt creep in, man. You'll get to that one place, man, where you got to change for your family, and you start doubting. Oh, no, man, I don't know if I can do this really for real. I looked at the people of the land, man, of the obstacle that I really got to do to clean myself, the infirmities of where that I got to really heal myself to really get to that land of milk and honey. I really see what I'm really up against. Oh, no, man, I don't know if I can do that.
Bring it out.
I'm looking at these people, man, that's guarding this land, and I don't know if we're going to be able to overcome that. I don't know if I'm able to really get this out of my mind. I don't know if I'm going to be really able to overcome this, because I'm looking at really what I got to do in my spirit. I'm really looking at how much that I have to change. I'm really looking at the obstacles, and I'm really looking at how much that my spirit has to change. I'm looking at the people of the land. They stronger than we are.
Teach.
So I'm going to go back. And I'm going to turn around. Because the giants of the sons of the Anak which came, they giants. Even though that it's our rightful path to get to the land of milk and honey, but you got giants in your way, bro. You got giants in your way, sister. You ready to fight now? See, the people came back, man, and they seen and they had doubt immediately in their heart. We can't achieve this righteousness. See, they had doubt and they had immediate lack of faith. They didn't want to enter into the rest of the Most High. And they said, hey, man, look, I don't know if we can really do this. Is the land of milk and honey, is it really for us? Even though that they have the fruit of everything right there for us. This is our land, but we got these obstacles right here in front of me. I got to change. I got to repent. I got to be born again. I have to stop being obedient. I have to examine myself. I have to look in the mirror. I have to change my ways.
That's right.
And you'll get to that point and you will say, hey, man, these are men of great stature. I don't know if we're going to be able to defeat them. We in the book of Numbers, chapter 14 and verse 1. See, when you come into these places, man, to where your heart start to get faint and you lose that faith and you lose that belief, that's when brothers and sisters start acting out. That's when brothers and sisters start going crazy. That's when brothers and sisters start shaking up. That's when brothers and sisters start thinking about the past.
Teach.
That's when brothers and sisters start thinking about the world.
Teach.
That's when brothers and sisters want to go back into Egypt when their heart get faint.
That's it.
They see how much that they got to change. The big of the obstacle, of the giant obstacle that they have to get past in order to get to the land of milk and honey. They want to go back. They lose that lack of faith when they see, I have to change. I have to get right. I want to go back. Don't believe me? We in the book of Numbers, chapter 14 and verse 2. Read this.
The book of Numbers, chapter 14 and verse 2.
Read.
And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and against Aaron. And the whole congregation said unto them, would God that we had died in the land of Egypt? Or would God we had died in this wilderness? And wherefore hath the Lord brought us into this land, to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prey? Were it not better for us to return into Egypt?
Read.
And they said one to another, let us make a captain, and let us return into Egypt.
We in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 20 and verse 8. It happens all the time. You got to understand that you will come against giants, man. Giant obstacles. Giant levels of spiritual maturity. You have to make giant leaps. You have to defeat giant enemies. See, things, man, that you think that you'll never change about yourself, you're going to have to change.
Right.
You can't get to that place, man, to where you right in front of the land of milk and honey and you lose faith and you want to turn back. You can't get to that place right in front of the land of the milk and honey and you want to rebel.
Bring it out.
You can't get to that, especially, look, this is what you got to do to get to the kingdom of heaven. See, if you change your mentality, if you change your perspective, and right when you get to that place, to the place of the giants, the Hivites, the Perizzites, the Amorites, the Edomites, you're going to be very confident. You're going to be walking upright because the Lord is your shield and the Lord is your refuge and the Lord go forth to fight for you. You ain't going to be scared. You're not going to be faint of heart. You're not going to lose your belief. You're not going to lose down on your faith. We in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 8 read this.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 8.
Read.
And the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, what man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted? Let him go and return into his house, lest his brethren's heart faint as well as his heart.
We in Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1. We in the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 1. So you're going to have to go through those things, brothers and sisters. And our Hebrews, man, we don't want to deal with it. We think that it makes us tough. We think it makes us hard. We think it makes us a soldier. It's showing your unbelief. That's what it does. See, it shows that you have no faith in God.
Bring it out.
That's what it does. See, it shows that you don't believe that your Lord and Savior can change and fix and fight anything for you. That's what it shows. Have faith in the Most High and His Son. He'll take care of all those things. Right. All of those giants, all of those places, all of those wilderness, all of those places of sin. Understand those things, brothers. As a matter of fact, jump down to verse 13. Ecclesiasticus 2 and 13. Read this.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2 and verse 13.
See, the scripture just said, man, that if you faint of heart, you need to go back, man. This walk ain't for you. If you walking around with no faith, man, you need to turn back. You walking around with that unbelief, you don't want the Most High to come in and fight those things so you can continue to grow, you need to turn back.
Bring it out.
You can start at verse 12. Read that.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2 and verse 12.
Read.
Woe be to fearful hearts.
Woe be to the fearful hearts. Read.
And faint hands.
Faint of hands. Read.
And the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended.
We're in the book of Psalms, chapter 33 and verse 16. Psalms, chapter 33 and verse 16. You see, brothers and sisters, how long are you going to be battling? How long are you going to be dealing with the? How long are you going to get into that same spot? How long are you going to not deal with? How long are you going to not let the Most High fight? How long are you going to try to do it yourself? How long? How long, ye simple ones, are you going to love simplicity? How long? Give it all up today. Have ye faith. Give it all up to. Relieve all of those burdens, man. Some of you brothers and sisters, you was worrying about something over the past year. You thought about it every day. You thought about it every night. You worried about it all day long. You thought that it was going to change your life. You didn't see how you was going to get over it. You didn't see how you was going to get through. It kept you up, your mind warring against the flesh, warring against the spirit. You're thinking about it every day, and you still here. Just imagine if you would have gave that burden up to the Lord a year ago. Just imagine if you would have replaced all that time, all of that energy, all of that focus. If you would have gave that up to the Lord, you could have been thinking about something else. You could have been doing something else. You could have been building in another way. You could have been growing more in the spirit. You could have been praying and supplicating more. You could have been getting closer to the Most High and His Son, but you didn't let the Most High fight that battle. You thought you was tough enough to fight it on your own, and you still fighting it today. Let the Most High fight for you. Let the Most High fight your battle. Let the Most High step in. Let the Most High be your shield. Let the Most High be your buckler. Let the Most High be your refuge and your fortress. Psalms 33 and 16, read this.
The book of Psalms, chapter 33 and verse 16.
Read.
There is no king saved by the multitude of an host.
So you got to understand, man, it don't matter, man, if you great, man. It don't matter if you a king. It don't matter if you at the bottom of a certain anything, man. You not going to be saved by no manpower.
Bring it out.
Get that out your head, man. You not going to be saved by no multitude of hosts. You're not going to be saved by no abundance and all of these things and all of these things. Everything that you can think of. No king is saved by a multitude of hosts. Read.
A mighty man is not delivered by much strength.
Even a mighty man, it doesn't matter what you have. You're not even delivered by your own strength. Read.
And horse is a vain thing for safety. Neither shall he deliver any by his great strength.
So you got to understand, even a beast by his vain thing and safety, you got to understand that he will never be even delivered by even the greatest strength of beasts. Read.
Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him.
So you got to understand, the eye of the Lord is upon him that fear them. Read.
Upon them that hope in his mercy.
And it's upon him that will allow him to fight, and among them that hope in his mercy. Read.
To deliver their soul.
See, the Most High will fight for you, man. See, the Most High will deliver your soul from death. Read.
And to keep them alive in famine.
Okay, so which one you gonna choose? Or you gonna choose like your own strength? You gonna choose like the multitude of your host, or you gonna choose that your knowledge of wisdom, man's knowledge of wisdom, or you gonna allow the Most High in the Lord to deliver your soul from death?
Teach.
See, the scriptures is saying that you can't do it, but the Lord can do it, and we're gonna block that out. Blot that out the Hebrew Bible. Nah. Plain and clear. See, the Lord is the one, man. If you believe on him. See, the Lord is the ones that fear him. See, the Lord is the ones that hope in his mercy. He gonna deliver your soul out of death every time. He gonna deliver your soul from the hands of the enemies every time. He gonna deliver your soul from the hand of the obstacles every time. He gonna deliver your soul every single time.
Teach.
Let him go before you. Let him fight for you. Let him be your shield. Let him be your buckler. See, it's not gonna stop the storm. See, the storm is gonna continue to beat. See, the waters are going to continue to sway. See, the storms are going to continue to go. See, but the ones that allow the Most High to step in front of them, see, the ones that allow the Most High, the ones that love the Most High, he'll fight for you every single time. And for some of us Hebrews, that's not good enough. We want bloodshed. We want our hands to be the ones to be able to do it so we can get the credit.
That's right.
We don't want to get the glory to our God, man.
Bring it out.
We don't want to get a glory to our Father, man. We don't want to get a glory to our Maker. We want the glory to ourselves.
Teach.
We in the book of Matthew, chapter 8 and verse 26. We in the book of Matthew, chapter 8 and verse 26. You cannot put yourself in that position if you don't allow the Most High to fight for you. You cannot put yourself and continue to grow spiritually and continue to grow with your spiritual levels. In the level of your maturity, you cannot let your light to continue to shine. Your light cannot continue to get brighter if you have no faith in God. If you have no belief in the Father. That's what allows you to put all of those burdens. Just imagine 2 years ago if you would have just gave that up. How much further would you be on your journey? How much more in strength would you have been strengthened in the knowledge of wisdom of the Most High if you would have let the Most High fight the Anak for you? Brother, where would you be, man, 3 years ago, bro, if you would have just let the Most High fight the Amalekites? Sit down. Let the Most High be your fortress. How much more strength would you be in the Most High in the sun right now? But you want to be stubborn. Hard-headed, like the scriptures tells us. We want to do things out of our own strength when the scripture says that no man can be saved by his own horses, by his own might. But only the Lord can come through and save you. Only the Lord can come through and fight those things. Only the Lord can come through and clear your path.
Teach.
This is Matthew 8 and 26. Read this.
The book of Matthew, chapter 8 and verse 26.
Read.
And he said unto them, why are ye fearful?
See, why are you fearful? Why do you not believe? Why do you not trust? I am Alpha and the Omega. You don't know this, read.
O ye of little faith.
All the brothers and sisters, the nation with little faith, don't believe in the Most High, but believe in the work of their own hands, read.
Then he arose and rebuked the winds and the sea, and there was a great calm. But the men
Hold that right there. We in the book of Mark chapter 6, verse 45. You have to get out of the way. And brothers and sisters, we'll wrestle with God just like Jacob. We'll go back and forth with the Most High. We'll wrestle with the Lord. We'll go back and forth with the Lord to try to prove to the Lord. All you need to do is let the Lord show his mercy and show his power to the nations that he will overcome wickedness. Through you. Through you. Do you view yourself like that? Do you view yourself as a vessel that the Lord can use to help save? Do you view yourself as a vessel that the Lord can use to help change the nations, to help change brothers and sisters for a testimony?
Teach.
You gotta have faith to let the Most High and the Son fight your battles. You gotta have faith that the Most High and the Son can calm the waters in the sea. See, you on a boat right now. You on your ship. And oh ye of little faith, boy, that water is, that water, boy, that water, man, that water's shifting hard, ain't it? I don't know if y'all ever been on the water like that, man. I'm telling you, man, that is not where you want to be. You do not want to be on that water when them waves, oh my God. Oh my God. I'm thinking of a situation when I was on the water, man. Where my life jacket? For real. And that's how we are now. See, we on that ship. See, we on that boat. See, we on that vessel. And if we need that water to come, we need Christ to come and walk on that water. But you got to believe that he can heal that water. You got to believe that he can calm that water. You got to believe that he can make the water still. And that water represents your life. See, that turmoil and them waves represent your life. God got the power. If you let him come in, he'll cease it. God, if you let him fight for you, he'll defeat them enemies. Yeah, he will. Let's get through this and let's go Mark 6 and start at verse 50.
The book of Mark, chapter 6 and verse 50.
Read.
For they all saw him and were troubled. And immediately he talked with them and said unto them, be of good cheer. It is I. Be not afraid. And he went up unto them into the ship, and the wind ceased. And they were sore amazed in themselves beyond measure, and wondered. For they considered not the miracle of the loaves, for their heart was hardened.
We in Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 10. I'm going to leave that right there, right? I'll come back to it another time. But those waters in those ships, you got to let the Most High come in and calm those waters. Think about those waters in your mind. Brothers and sisters, you ever been drunk and tried to lay down and go to sleep? You're like a roller coaster. That's how it is for some of us in our minds, and we don't want to let the Most High fight that battle for us. Don't want to let the Most High calm those waters. Cease the waters so the ship can sit there, so the ship can sit and make it to shore. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 2 and 10. Read this.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2 and verse 10.
Read.
Look at the generations of old.
You got to look and see at the generations of old. Read.
And see, did ever any trust in the Lord?
See, did we ever see that any one of our elders, any one of our forefathers, do we have proof of them trusting in the Lord? Letting the Lord fight their battles. Letting the Lord fight their enemies. Letting the Lord cease the waters. Do we have any proof of our generations of old that they allowed the Most High to do that? Read.
And was confounded.
And God didn't come through. Do we have any proof of that? Read.
Or did any abide in his fear?
Or did any of them choose the Most High as their strength and their buckler? Read.
And was forsaken.
And the Most High did not come through. Read.
Or whom did he ever despise?
Did we not see any of our forefathers not let the Most High decapitate our enemies, the ones that we despise? Read.
That called upon him.
Did we not see those things before? Why won't you do it? We got all of the examples of the Most High showing up time after time, slaying these things right before you to get you to believe in him. We don't have any examples of any of our forefathers trusting in the Most High, and the Most High didn't come for them. Not having the Most High calm their waters, and the waters didn't cease. Not having the Most High fight the battles of their enemies, and the Lord didn't come to victory. So why won't you do it? Why are you still trying to be tough? Strong man, strong woman. When the Lord told you to humble yourself like a little child. We in Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See, let the Most High do those things. See, brothers and sisters, we on the spiritual journey. We got places to go. Yeah, you defeated the enemy last year. Guess what? We got another enemy that we got to defeat this year. Got another enemy that we got to defeat the next year. We got to keep going. We can't get stuck in the same place. We got to keep going. We can't go around in circles. We got to keep going. We can't be hitting the same places. We got to keep going. We cannot be fighting the same enemies. We got to keep going.
That's right.
Let the Most High and the Son step in front of us and do what he does best. 32-39. Read this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 39.
Listen to the power of God. Read.
See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me.
The only God. Read.
I kill.
See, the Most High has the power to disseminate. The Most High has the power to disintegrate. The Most High has the power to eliminate. The Most High has the power to kill. Read.
And I make alive.
See, the Most High has the power to go down to the depths of the night and the darkness and pull anyone and make them alive. Read.
I wound.
See, the Most High has the power to wound all the enemies. Read.
And I heal.
See, the Most High has the power to tear you up and then heal you back again. Read.
Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
We in Joshua chapter 1 and verse 9. If God got that power, why you don't let him to use that power for you? You want to still struggle with those same things. Let the Lord fight for you. He is your shield. He is your protection. He is your fortress. He is your God. He is your tabernacle. Get in the tabernacle and chill. Let the war go on outside the tabernacle. Why do you want to go outside the tabernacle to join the war?
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Why do you want to leave your protection to go out and fight when God out there fighting for you? We in the book of Joshua 1 and 9. Read this.
The book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 9.
See, when you going up into these things, brothers and sisters, when you chipping off those chinks that you got in your armor, you cleaning up those spots that you having on your garment, man, you got to have courage. You cannot be afraid. You got to be strong. You got to understand that you're going to go through things. You got to understand, man, that them storms going to hit, but God going to always be there with you. God is going to fight alongside of you. God is going to step in front of you and fight for you if you believe. If you got the faith enough to step back, if you got the faith enough to let it all go, if you got the faith enough to put the burden on him, go ahead and do it. He already offering it. Put the burden on him. Verse 9, read.
Have not I commanded thee?
Have not the Lord commanded you already? Read.
Be strong.
See, be strong, read.
And of a good courage.
Be of a good courage, read.
Be not afraid.
Be not afraid, read.
Neither be thou dismayed.
See, don't be dismayed, man, in anything that you see. Don't be dismayed, man, in anything that you're going through. Don't be dismayed at anything that you have to overcome. Read.
For the Lord thy God is with thee whithersoever thou goest.
We in the book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 4. God is with you wherever it is that you're going, man. Why you stressing? Why you worrying? Why you complaining? Why you scared? Why you don't want to defeat that demon? Why you keep being in sin? Why do you keep practicing the same unrighteous practices? Why you don't want to defeat that sin? Why do you want to keep being in the same place when God got a ship already for you? He done already calmed the waters for you, and it's going to be a smooth ride. So you Hebrews not thinking, man. You Hebrews, you too puffed up. You Hebrews done lost your way.
That's right.
You Hebrews done forgot about your God. You don't forgot about your Lord and Savior. You don't forgot about your fortress. You don't forgot about your refuge. And you trust in your own hands now. You trust in your own power now. You trust in your own words now.
That's right.
You don't forgot. But the Lord always said He gonna send pastors to stir up your pure memory and get you right back on track. Read this, bro.
The book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 4.
Read.
He shall cover thee with his feathers.
See, the Lord said, man, He gonna cover thee with His feathers. Read.
And under his wings shalt thou trust.
See, His wings, man, the Lord said you're gonna trust under His wings. Read.
His truth shall be thy shield.
See, His truth shall be thy shield. Read.
And buckler.
Go to Exodus chapter 14 and verse 14. All of the battles that you fighting, man. You're trying to get over these different things. You got to understand, you can get all the counseling that you want. You can get all the prayer that you want. But if you don't let the Most High and the Son fight that battle, you're going to be fighting with that demon forever.
That's right.
You don't let the Most High and the Son step in, you're going to be dealing with that forever.
That's right.
You're never going to get over it. You don't let the Most High and the Son step before you and fight your battles, man. That's going to be the end of you. It's going to take you out early.
That's right.
Humble yourself. Submit yourself. Don't exalt yourself. Humble yourself. Be of a lowly spirit. Let the Most High and the Son fight. Get behind and be a good student. Be a good child in the sight of the Most High and the Son. Give Him the praise and give Him the glory. Read this.
The book of Exodus, chapter 14 and verse 14.
Read.
The Lord shall fight for you.
Matter of fact, go up to verse 13.
Verse 13.
Read.
And Moses said unto the people, fear ye not.
See, Moses said unto the people, fear ye not. Read.
Stand still.
Hold up, he said do what?
Stand still.
Stand still. Fear ye not. Read.
And see the salvation of the Lord.
See the good things. See the glorious things. See the power of the Lord. See His salvation. Read.
Which He will shew you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever.
And that's how we want to do it in our lives, man. We got Egyptians right in front of us, man. Cease and be still. Don't be afraid. We never want to see the Egyptians again. We want to move forward. We want to push to the land of milk and honey. We want to get close to the Father's bosom. He got mansions waiting on us. Unlimited righteousness waiting on us. We don't want to see these Egyptians again. Don't be afraid. Be of good cheer. Be strong.
That's right.
Have courage and stand still. Because what you are about to see, you're about to see the salvation of the Lord. You're about to see the power of the Lord. And we are never going to see the Egyptians again. Read. Verse 14.
The Lord shall fight for you.
Hold up, read that again.
The Lord shall fight for you.
See, we got promised, man, that the Lord was going to fight for us to show us His power. Read.
And ye shall hold your peace.
All you got to do is stay still.
Peace.
That's all you got to do. You ain't got to do nothing else but stay still.
Hallelujah.
Watch the salvation. Watch the power. Watch the miracles. Watch your blessings. And we're going to end it on this. We in the book of Romans chapter 1 and verse 7. Put a 1 in the chat, brothers and sisters. Put a praise the Most High in the chat, brothers and sisters. Put Christ is my Lord and Savior in the chat, brothers and sisters. Put I believe. I'm going to let the Most High fight my battles. I'm going to be a good servant. I'm going to keep the commandments. I'm going to trust in the Lord. I'm going to stay. I'm not going to try to fight these things on my own. I'm going to give God the glory. I'm going to make sure that He comes out the victor. I'm going to show it and proclaim it to everybody so everybody can see and everybody can know. I'm going to pass this spirit on to the next brother and sister. Because that's what we all need. Let the Most High do those things so you can move on. Some of you, you're stuck in front of the Amalekites. You're stuck in front of the Egyptians. You're stuck in front of the Babylonians. You're stuck in front of the Assyrians. You're stuck in front of the Jebusites. You're stuck because you won't let the Most High and the Son fight the battle. You're stressed out all damn day because you won't let the Most High fight your battle. You're having doubt and you're losing faith because you won't let the Most High fight your battle. You're still dealing with the same sin because you don't want to let the Most High fight your battles. You're having anxiety throughout the damn roof because you don't want to let the Most High fight your battles. You're still dealing with those same infirmities. You're still dealing with those same sins. You haven't graduated to that next level because you're still getting beat and you're still getting burnt. You're still getting ate up by the fiery dragon. Let the Most High and the Son fight that. And the only way to do that is you have to go from pride to humbleness, meekness, and lowly of heart. And when you have that, you have faith. And when you truly embody faith, you're going to walk by that faith, not by sight. Romans chapter 1 and verse 17, read this.
The book of Romans, chapter 1.
1 and 17.
1 verse 17.
Read.
For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith. As it is written, the just shall live by faith.
Yeah, all praise to the Most High and His Son, brothers and sisters. You see, this battle is not yours, man. You see, you're going to come to these different places, man, where you have to have the Most High and His Son fight these battles for you. You see, we on a spiritual journey. And some of these battles, man, we're dealing with spiritual powers, high demons, high spirits, and wicked places, man. Some things that we ain't never seen before, ever dealt before. We got things so deep down in the bottom of us that the only way to get that out is to let the Most High and His Son fight your battle. This fight is the Lord's to show His power amongst the nations. It's not yours. Give God the glory. Shalom.